Hello. To open the stream to make sure the audio is good. Is what I'm doing.
I'm just gonna bump up your volume because I can barely hear you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that.
There we go.
I'm trying to take up the stream, but of course there's ads. Hello, Nushel. Nushel in the chat already.
I'm just gonna have to stream with chat as well. With me?
What? Ah, yeah.
I think we're going to have quite a dominance from the swapped K cars on the grid.
Yeah, they seem to be very quick.
Yeah. Wait, there's the team that's really going with a Beetle?
Wait, which stream? Where?
All player.
I need to see this. Oh my
All
god!
player 73 with the freaking Beetle! The number 53 car!
Please tell me that thing has a Porsche engine.
It doesn't sound like it.
I mean, it must. I don't think the stock engine goes as fast.
But I don't know, it doesn't sound like the flat six in it, so.
There must be this changed on you, Joe. I don't think this. I think barely reaches 60.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, it's. Trying to figure out what else we have on this grid. You have, so far in the lobby is the Honda Beat, that looks to be right.
Yep.
The
Car
M3...
number 621.
Ah yeah, that is the Honda Beat, and then...
Yep, BMW M3, Honda NSX, Mazda Roadster, Suzuki Cappuccino, Mazda Roadster NRA, the Beetle, GTR Nismo, Roadster Touring car, so far. Well, I think we still have a few drivers left to enter the session. Although there's going to be a bit of an issue with the swapped cars, the two K cars right now in the first and second place of the practice session, is that it's K cars. They have a little fuel tank.
They do?
Yeah, I did test a swapped Honda Beat just earlier, and it can do like around 8 to 9 laps on one tank.
Yeah, I think the main problem is the tires, though. I think most cars will run out of tires before anything else. And they are both on the sport compound.
I mean, everyone's on the sport compound.
Is everyone? No? I mean, soft. Sport soft.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we have BMWs on the hard compound, NSX on the hard compound, the new Mazda is on the hard compound.
The NRA, yeah. On the hards, the Beetles on the softs, the Skyline is on the hards,
Understandable, I think makes a lot of power.
and
Probably
both
down to
NAs are on the softs.
R32 looking and sounding good though.
Yeah.
Very heavy car though, so that's gonna be their main issue.
And the four-wheel drive definitely won't help with the tire wear, I would say.
No. What is it? Yeah, Nushel with some info on the R32. The tires maybe last 5 to 6 laps. And it's even heavier than before. They've
Yeah.
had to pack in another 165 kilos of extra ballast.
Yeah. One thing I know from the test of the number 61 MX-5, because I'm one of the drivers of this car, it can do like 13 laps on the tires.
Ah yeah, the one that's... Ah, the cab one? The purple and white? Is
Yep.
that the one? Yeah. And you're driving cab. No roof and it's a wide body as well, I see.
Yep.
That looks funny, the fitment, that looks weird.
It does, yeah. And we see just behind that that MX-5, the Renault Clio V6, comfy at the wheel, the Écurie Pain Blanc.
That car could definitely be good here. Looks very balanced. Ah yes, National Ninja, but there is no fitment.
Pretty much.
Still out on track. I keep going back to that Beetle, but it's just too funny.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting someone to bring the Beetle then.
It may not be the fastest, but they're riding in style. They're riding with a lot of style bringing that car.
Yep. I mean, it's an original. It's original. That's the most thing. It's original.
Yeah. And then we
I
have
mean, we do have a lot of a quite original field, you know.
yeah, there's currently a Cappuccino and Team Trusty Shoes currently in first.
Yep.
With then whatever that team is called.
It's I have the list on
Yeah,
my phone. Team MAW.
yeah,
The
yeah. They
number
have
621 Honda Beat.
yeah. That's all we know. Their name is MAW, right?
Yep.
The M3 is with what team? It's with
Yep. It's the Scuderia Goldsworth.
ah yes. I can
Number
see with the
13.
drivers being Busworth and someone else. Busworth and Goldstrife.
Yep. And we got the
Very good looking
Beetle,
car as well.
Team RRC Spender.
Looks
Number
very good.
53.
The mint.
the R32 Nismo, Team Heartbroken Clowns.
And we have...
Then we got both Galaxy Racing entries. The EU1 on the MX-5 and the NA on the NSX. And then we have the Team Scandinavian Flick with the Roadster touring car.
Yes.
And the quali session is going to start in about a minute.
I like that Team Trust Issues car. It looks like it's the the team font looks to be like Comic Sans almost.
I think it is Comic Sans.
It might be. Quickly need to go mute some things. And this should be right into quali, I think.
Looks like it. But we are missing one car on the grid, I think. The Mirai entry. The Mirai VRT. United.
Let's see here, I was told to restart. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're in race mode, not in quali.
yeah, that's yeah, it's just race. There is yes, some very beautiful miscommunications it seems.
just going to just verify on the his info data for the qualifying session system. I think it's quali and not a 15-minute race. Online lobby. Practice qualifying endurance. Yep. It is a 50-minute quali session and then the 130-minute race. There we have all the teams in the lobby. With the remaining car, the number 15 Mira United RX-7.
Yep, that's what we're waiting for.
And here we are. Okay, the lobby seems to be all good. I'm going to wait for the start of the qualifying session in just a few minutes. And here we are, the qualifying session is gonna go underway. is exiting the pits.
The little K car is just taking off out of the pit lane.
Yeah. Just be careful to not block each other during the quick laps.
Those K cars look to be way faster.
Yep. I mean, they were the only ones that lapped under the 2-minute mark in the practice session.
Oh. Well, that would explain why they're faster.
And Bill is still in the pits, but I think that's because, as it's a one-team car, their lap time is not counted in. It's not allowed to do the qualifying session.
The Cappuccino and the two K cars have got enough for their first quali lap, and they are already miles ahead of the rest.
I think those two are going to fight all race long for the win, for the overall win in this 3-hour endurance race.
Yeah, those two cars look to be faster than a lot of things out on this track currently.
Yep.
Seeing Boss Ref in Chad. He was just told their cars is 13 seconds slower than the fastest.
Yeah.
Let's get on board with this little Honda on the beat.
Yep, Team MAW, number 621.
That thing sounds and looks ridiculous on track.
Powered by the same engine we can find in the latest Honda Civic Type Rs.
And they're taking the tunnel at just around 130 miles an hour.
Oh, it's gone off! It hit the wall on the exit of the final corner.
Still puts in a
57.7. 202.7 for Team Trust Issues in the Cappuccino.
We have the BMW entering the tunnel now. They are taking the tunnel, going about 117, taking the corner in the tunnel. That is 13 miles an hour slower than the K car. Sampa with the 211, closest so far to the K cars. Oh, Miguel puts in a 211.2 to just be 8.4 seconds behind the K cars. That is quite ridiculous. That the closest car behind the K cars is 8.4 seconds behind.
Yep. And 13.5 seconds behind
The leading car,
the
right?
leading car.
That's yeah, that's 8.4 seconds behind the guy.
But it is relatively close from third to seventh. 2:11.2 for the R32, 2:11.4 for the MX-5 NRA, 2:11.6 for the NA MX-5, 2:11.7 for the M3, 2:11.8 for the NSX, 2:12.6 for the Clio, 2:16.6 for the RX-7, and a 2:20.0 for the Roadster touring car.
And then there's the the car just sitting in the pit lane.
Improvement of team trust issues, 158.8.
Puts the gap back to third at 12.3 seconds.
12.3, yeah.
That is, it's basically multi-class racing at this point.
Pretty much.
But in the way of you used to having it prototypes and then GT cars, this time it's K cars against road cars.
Yeah.
The tiny boxes of Japan.
With around as much power as they got of weight.
Yeah, basically.
211.3 for the NSX. 214.9 for the RX-7. 214.7 for
211.
the NA touring car, and yep, 211.413 for Zenkyu in the number 61 MX-5.
That just lapped the other MX-5, or just overtook the other MX-5.
Yep. 36 thousandths of a second splitting both Galaxy racing cars.
Yeah, that is close. And then 6,000s between Senkyu and Sampa.
Old versus new MX-5. Pretty much.
Yeah.
.58.4 new personal best for the Cappuccino.
I love it when with the MX-5s, every time they flash their lights, their pop-ups.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that's a huge gain by Zenkyu, almost half a second gain in the last two sectors.
That would be enough to put him, if he can keep that together, it's gonna put him P3. Yeah, P3. If he can keep that half second together.
Comfy and the Clio V6 going to finish their lap. 211.4. Yeah, 211.2 for Sampa.
Let's see here. Thank you. Come
for Tinen.
Run up towards the line. It is a 211.4. He lost time.
He lost a lot of time in the final sector.
So still mega fastest of the non-K cars of this track.
Yep, on the R32. Nismo.
Ah yes, is that the Nismo?
I think it said that it was the Nismo on the...
Hard to tell, they look the same.
That is true.
with Sampa only being 0.054 behind.
Yeah. Half a tenth, 16 tenths behind. 16 thousandths behind, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 16, yeah.
The 99 Honda NSX.
Just over 1/10 back to Senkyu, with 200ths of a second back to Rufus Goldstrafe. That then has 1.2 seconds back to Comfy, where the gas then open up a bit with 2 seconds down back to Jailbird.
And to show how fast this session is going, we have only 5 minutes left in the session.
There is 7 tons separating the 2K cars in the top.
Indeed. 2:14.2 for the BMW, 2:11.3 for the NRA, 2:16.8 for the NSX.
The Suzuki is currently up by about 2 tenths. Let's see Honda Beats entering the tunnel. See if they can improve.
Look at the speed of that little Honda.
Yeah, they're taking
210.3 for Mega.
Yeah, the K cars are ridiculous. They're taking that tunnel at over 100. He's up
156.8.
Up by 8, over 8 and by 0.85. That is ridiculous. Let's see the next K car coming through. Even faster through the tunnel, looks like. Reaching over 170,
yeah, only
almost 180. They are quick. 170 miles an hour for the cappuccino before turn 1.
Yeah.
Let's see here, gets it right. Yep, that is the Nismo, as Nushel said in the chat. Because you can quite clearly hear it if you go into first person in that R32.
The speed chime.
Yes. Which is probably one of the most annoying sounds you could have in a car.
It's still a funny little detail, though.
Yes, it is a funny detail, but in real life I would never want to drive it, just have that beeping at me the entire time.
Yeah.
Still, the rest of the field is looking quite close, actually. With a decently sized gap between Miguel in 3rd and then Sampa in 4th, but behind that, it's not much separating the next up until 7th, so between 4th and 7th, they're all very close. See, Sampa about to go across the line. 2:11.7, not faster. NSX.
Upgrades. The NSX coming in quick. 2:10.9. That's a really good lap.
Yeah. But there you also get a look at the top speed difference. That NSX was only reaching about 133 miles an hour as it was crossing the start-finish line. Let's see here. I think the K cars might be. Yep, the Suzuki Swift or the Cappuccino is now start-finish fit, and they are going.
Yeah, on the finish line, it's 285 kilometers an hour.
181 miles an hour right after.
Ooh, that's going off. That's going straight off.
I wonder where he's going. He seems that he wanted to go for the little stroll. Needs to head back to the pit lane after that. Not much time left in this quali session.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be a pole position for the Honda Beat of Team MAW.
Yeah, Giza just come out of the car. I don't think she's going to make an extra lap.
No, that would have been the final send lap, but car unhappy. And that will be the final of qualifying. So let's see here.
And I think, it's going to be
Rufus, the one looking to be the closest to the start-finish line. So let's see here.
Coming in the chicane.
Goes
Sampa
wide.
behind.
But this again will give us another clue on the speed difference, with the K cars reaching 180 miles an hour at the start-finish line. Meanwhile, this N3 is just touching 130 miles an hour.
Yep.
Sampa
Upgrade
going
laps for
134.
both. The NSX is not going to do a better lap. Thank you in
Thank
the
you at
second Galaxy
122
Racing.
miles an hour.
That's 211.2. That's 5th place.
He moved up one spot. Any car still looking to finish this. Tony Redgrave's done. Jailbird. Jailbird is the last guy to cross the finish line.
Yeah.
That's a happy little car though.
It is, yeah.
Matt did the spin a little bit too early.
Yeah. Too early with the celebrations.
Nice, trying to spin across the line.
And crossing in reverse.
And then more player. Yeah, don't know why our player was sitting on his outlap. He should have gone around so he could just drive across the line. But there we go. We have DNA Chicane and the Honda Beat Team MAW on pole with the 156.849.
Yep.
Then with the Cappuccino of the team trust issues being 1.2 seconds behind.
158.0. The Hopeless Clowns. The Heartbroken Clowns, I'm sorry. The Heartbroken Clowns, number 32. In third with a 210.3. The number 99 Galaxy Racing NA. NSX with a 210.994. The EU Galaxy Racing entry, the number 61, 211.222. The VDE NRA Roadster 211.272. The M3 Scuderia Goldsworth 211.437. The Écurie Pemblanc Renault Clio V6 212.668. The Team Scandinavian Fleck Roadster TC 214.7 and the Mirai United RX7 2 minutes 14.9. The number 53 Beetle, of course, didn't do the qualifying session as it was a single driver.
we are now just waiting for the race start.
Yep.
What the? What?
I don't know, I don't speak German.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing that I have a translator.
The following programs are delayed by 30 minutes. The jailbird just being a little troll because there's some sort of delay to start it, I guess.
Yeah. And the race is about to start.
Yes, it is. So let's see. If I know correctly, there is going to be one formation lap.
Yep, one formation lap and then the race is going to start. So no overtakes.
If they take off like this, they're gonna have to slow down a lot.
Yeah. Because we need the field to be bunched up. And a restart.
Restart. Yeah, that's why. They took off way too fast.
Yeah.
Nushul in the chat with ban Senki from Orga. And then ban MK for Orga. We love having technical delays here, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's a common thing here. I feel like it's a way too common thing. Nushul with the D in DS stands for delay, doesn't it?
Delay endurance series, yeah.
Delay endurance series. It does work, but unfortunately it doesn't. This stands for digital, but
Yep.
it's getting to the point almost where we have to start switching it over to delay endurance series.
And we go green for the formation lap.
Yep. And this is about to be probably the slowest formation lap we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Good, it's speeding up a little bit.
At least the field is entirely bunched up.
Yeah, this is one long out.
Yeah, that's a long lap, yeah.
It took us a 1:16 to just get through the first sector. Bosworth with that, oh yes, the return of manual rolling starts. I can now punt even more people into T1.
Yeah, that's bothers.
Which, if that is a common thing, I am scared. When boss,
Same.
if that's just a Bosworth thing to punt people.
That's just a Bosworth thing to say, yeah.
Jesus, he could speed up to 70 or something. This is ridiculous. I mean, this time he took it serious to one of not going full throttle.
Yeah.
I mean, is that good? It's gonna take like twice the amount it takes for a lap, but it's a good formation lap.
As we're going to enter the zone where the cars are going to go into double file.
R32 already drinking starting to drink its fuel on the formation lap.
Oh yeah. The R32 kind of struggling. It's not the only one that has already used a bit of fuel though.
Nah, but it has used the most. And what's in
And here we are, the field is going to get bunched up.
in their correct grid order. Little trouble in the back with Redgrave not. I never should. He's probably back in. Let's see where does DNH can take off. He has a starting zone.
Yeah, he's going to enter in the start zone in a few seconds now. It is in the start. It is in the start zone, and
There he goes.
it's green. The race is
And
underway.
it's
It's
a
an amazing
drag
start
race.
from the 23 car, already taking the lead.
And it's off with the K cars. That is, those two are gonna be having a massive battle,
Yeah.
I think, this entire race. With the Cappuccino looking to be a lot better off the acceleration. And then 32 so far.
We've got a good battle for P5 right now.
That is
The
a
two Roadsters and the Clio. It's going 3 wide in the corner.
And Comfy is going to climb.
He actually lost 2 positions right there. He was in P5 just before that move.
Inside, trying to get his P6 back. Comfy with a big move around the outside. Samp trying to get the cup back onto the bridge. Does not work. has to settle in behind now. With them 3 now going up his neck.
Yep. Into the slipstream they go.
Don't even guess. Oh my god, the gate cars are already.
Already in the tunnel, yep.
Oh Jesus. With yeah, DNA Chicane has taken back that first place.
Yep.
At some point, the cappuccino must have had a mistake. Miguel being able to keep his place so far, but that fuel, look at that, man.
Yeah.
He
And if we look
has.
at the fuel consumption, ZenQ is doing really good. In this battle, it's the one that has used the less fuel so far.
Oh, there's been a big upset though, because Sampa's now moved up. Past all 3 of them, or past both of them, and Senku's fallen
Yeah.
down to 8th. But Senku is now on the hunt instead. Late move
Oh,
on
going
the
down the
BMW.
inside in the hairpin.
And that's a
That's a
really good
great
move.
lunge.
And that's, yeah, it's a good late move as well. BMW not giving up in the fight though. Has to settle in behind.
So far, yes. And a gap is starting to build.
Confi seems to be really good within the tighter sections of the track.
Yeah, the Clio V6 seems to be on ease on this section.
Meanwhile, the MX-5 seems to struggle. Or at least that newer one seems to struggle in that section.
Yeah. The older one, though, around the outside of the bridge entry to get to P6.
But then gets out drag raced on the straight.
Yeah. DNA is clearly struggling on top end speed.
Comfy might actually find him able to pull out that gap he's been needing to get some. Yeah, he's being able to get that gap because they're fighting behind. So Comfy's gonna be running away with this now.
Oh, and a time penalty for ZenQ. For cutting the course.
Ah, yes. I forgot about that part. Nigel pointed out. The Confi and Senku are both on softs.
Yes.
That is why Sampa is probably struggling against them. Because he is on the hards. But he's looking fast on the straight. I see that R32 almost already chugged the 25% of its fuel tank.
Yeah. And look at the tire usage.
Yeah,
it's the one that also used the most of its tires. So it clearly got the pace, but it's going to have to do a lot more pit stops.
Yeah, look at those 2 cars in front of. Look at their fuel usage. This is. The K cars are on another level of not using fuel.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the R32 is basically only using its front wheels and the power. Or it doesn't even have that much power output because it has to be detuned to make 500 pp limit.
Yeah.
The NSX being pretty balanced on wear, but using almost as much fuel as the R32 up ahead.
Indeed.
And they're back here fighting again. The bunch of the Clio, the 2 MX-5s, and the M3.
And if we look at the fuel consumption, once again the 61 is on the advantage. Oh, it's hit the barrier!
That's not a good thing, that's damage.
Oh, he's lost the car on the exit of the tunnel.
He has used the least fuel, with the Clio having used slightly more than him. And then it's the two cars in the middle. And the overspeed of Sampa going about 15 miles an hour quicker than that Clio. Senku is going to carry on though.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
It's
Jailbird
not
back here.
too
Fighting.
much damage.
No, it's not. I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. If you pit now, you're putting yourself on a way different strategy compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
Then Jailbird back here fighting with Tony Redgray of the Mirai Racing. Or Mirai United.
Mirai United WR. Mirai United VRT.
And then we have our player 13 seconds behind that. In the mint boy.
The Bill. Yeah. The number 53 Bill.
Sampa once again driving to defend from Confi, but has a half-second penalty. That penalty is not served in a fun place either. It's served right at the beginning of the bridge.
Yeah. Right in the middle of it.
Yeah,
The
right
second
here.
biggest straight of the track so far.
Right as they are, yep, yeah, halfway along the bridge, and it's just penalty. Serving area, it's not a good one. Sampa now once again finding himself losing the positions on the trickier parts of the track. Just has to settle into a rhythm here, as you're driving off your fuel rate.
And that's the second penalty for cutting the
Another half-second penalty
the
for
chicane
Senku.
for Zenku. I mean, that chicane is really easy to cut.
Yes.
The penalty lines on Gran, the penalty track limits on Grand Valley are extremely tight.
As you Sampa on the straight, he's just going to get fly by the Clio. Yeah, Clio's a sitting duck on the straights, only reaching 117 miles an hour, compared to Sampa that was reaching 135 on that straight.
Yeah, that's where we see the difference. The soft runners are putting a bit more on the
cornering.
twisty section of the track, where the hard runners are definitely going for the power side.
Now let's see, where are the K cars? They are way up
Entering the bridge
road.
section. Around 30 seconds advantage so far.
Jesus.
And it's been only 13 minutes.
This is multi-class racing.
And meanwhile, there's also a penalty for Mega L in the R32.
Yep, half-second penalty. He has that just over 3-second gap though, so he should be fine. Tin and Steelian Murray behind, just trying to keep the car together, it seems. Though, oh my god, the front left on that.
Yeah, the front left on the R32 is already gone.
They weren't joking.
Already halfway through.
They were not joking when they said they could only make 5 or 6 laps. I mean, this is lap 6 for him, so they're definitely making more than 5 or 6 laps. It's just going to be very, very
That's going to be a long race for them.
Yeah, I hope they've made something to try and put this much of that weight they had to add to the back of that car, because that is quite ridiculous. They're already over 50% wear.
Going for another lap.
Yeah, there's something chat with it. Should be better on low fuel, but at the same time, you can't do much with the low fuel if that's your front tires. The car is just eating the tires. The car really hasn't helped. I think with adding the weight into that car has not made it better.
Not only is the one that uses the most of its power, but it's also the one that uses the most of its fuel so far.
Yes, it's almost that NSX is not much better on fuel, but it's better on tires. It's using all four instead of just the front.
Yep.
Oh, damn. That's probably why the car is such shitty front tire wear. With the added weight they've had to add in that car to make it below 500, they've had to put it forwards in the car.
Yeah, that explains loads. And Comfy with a half a second penalty that he's going to use on the next lap. Wait, no, means that we have a battle with 3 cars now for 6th place.
Side by side, put Sampa way out there. And Senki being able to use that to his advantage.
Yeah, but Sampa is going to have the speed advantage afterwards.
Yep, doing the zigzag to get through. Yep, he went around the left of Senki, then around the right
the
on...
entry of the tunnel section.
And he's just going to be able to pull away now on the straight. Not much Comfy he's going to be able to do in that slipstream. That's the speed difference for these two cars.
Yeah.
Looking backwards, we have Jailbird with half second penalty. Right gear right behind, and then our player just about to enter the tunnel system.
Damage for the Mirai United car, by the way.
Ah yes, left front and the front.
The front aero, yeah.
See, around the grid, yeah, Senki picked up that damage earlier. Sampa, no damage. M3, better on fuel actually than... He's being able to get that clean air right now.
Yeah, but the MX-5 is still above the rest. The 61 car still being the one that used at least one of its fuel, well, outside of the K cars, obviously.
Are they still on? They're still above 75%. With chicane has fallen down.
Yeah.
Second.
Giz has taken back the lead, and as well as the fastest lap at 202.974. As meanwhile, yeah, Mega is going to have to enter the pits. Look at the state of his front tire.
Oh my Jesus. That's not even... It's not going to be a fun race for them. With how many times they're going to have to be pitting.
So it's 19 minutes in, they're going to have to repeat on the next lap, so let's say 22 minutes. The race is 90. They're going to do like 3 or 4 stops. Yeah, 4 stops. Well, 3 stops, but 4 stints. Tampa with... They have a second time penalty.
Yep, not half second, but this time they seem to have a decent sized gap back.
Yeah, around 3 seconds. As the leaders are going to face the first of their Back markers?
Yeah, it's weird to say, but it is back marker. There isn't really any other way to explain it. These cars are just running on such a different pace that it's become a multi-class event
Yeah.
with K cars.
With 500 plus horsepower each.
Yeah, I don't know how much they're making, but
Well, I know the beat is around 550-ish.
that is ridiculous. Especially when you're on the limit as well of how much power you can use.
Yeah.
Or how much performance points you can use. Oh, Miguel is gonna be. Oh, this is gonna be a close one. Look at that front.
Yeah.
That is one click away of being max.
He has to enter the pits now. It's now or never. And he's keeping
Goes
up.
for another lap? Has he had a... or what strategy are they running? Or what? I am now very confused.
Yeah. Yeah, the front tire is completely on now.
Yeah, that
It's
front left tire
literally...
is flat. That's the only way to explain that. It's flat.
That is clearly on the rim.
I am more surprised that he's still out with the tire looking that way.
And the NSX might be able to get the pass through before the pit entry lane. Because look at the difference in the last lap times. 2:12.8 for the Skyline, 2:12.7 for the NSX, but on the lap before, 2:13.4 for the Skyline, 2:12.2 for the NSX.
Chicane and Gersa fighting again.
Gersa still in the fight for the lead of this race. And if we look at the tire wear, the Cappuccino is doing way better than the Beat so far.
Yeah, that's been using way less. That's a good. They have used more fuel though. Less tires but more fuel.
Yeah. And Mega is
Still
not
though,
pitting.
They're really just
Another battle for third place overall. It's not going to last long as
Tinian has just gone by.
has taken the lead. Oh, the lead of the road car class.
Yeah, it's the K car class and the road car class.
Well, yeah, on the last lap, the NSX lapped 9/10 faster. No, wait, no. No, it's 1.1 seconds.
Yeah,
Excuse
that's
me, 1.1 seconds faster than the Skyline.
yeah, that's
Now
the
behind it.
difference between having actual front wheels and not having front wheels. But it's just it's just look at the wheels, like the front tires are dead, the rear's unused. That car is very unbalanced when it comes to what tires it uses.
Comfy serving a penalty.
Yep, chicane and yours are lapping more people now.
Yeah,
They've lapped Redgrave, they're now trying to lap Jailbird.
but Gears in the Cappuccino, it seems that she is doing way better, overtaking the bulk markers so far.
They do have the advantage of having that rear wing.
That is true, and Mega
Mega
into the
L is
pits.
in. Understandable with those tires.
Also look at that fuel tank, only 29 liters left, he's going to have to refuel. So 26 minutes per stint.
Which means he is going to have, at
To
some
do
point,
two
he
more
is...
stops. He's going to have to do 2 more stops.
Yes. Yeah. No, he might have to do another one unless he can try and get an extra lap out of a set of tires at some point. Let's see, there's nearly some gaps starting to open up between all the cars.
Ooh, that NSX was into a slide. When chicane with a half a second penalty.
Ooh, that's already, he's fallen. The chicane's fallen back 3 seconds as well. It's not
Yeah,
gonna help.
but look at the state of the tires on the beat. It's
Those rear tires, yeah, that that Honda Beat seems to be is a lot more aggressive on its tires.
so let's take a look at the gap so far. 28 minutes in. Geza for Team Trust Issues is in the lead, 3.1 seconds ahead of chicane for the DAW. Honda Beat 1 minute and 27 seconds behind the Galaxy Racing NA car. Tin and Stillion 6.2 seconds behind is the Scuderia Goldsworth in the BMW Rufus Goldstriff. Then Sampa 3.4 seconds behind for the VD EMX5. ZenQ 3 seconds off for the Galaxy Racing EU. Comfy and Team Pablo Clio being 2 seconds behind. Mega Alps out of the pits 34 seconds off. Jailbird 4 seconds behind the Skyline, and Tony Redgrave being 2.5 seconds behind the MX-5 TC, and All Player being 33 seconds away of the top
Chicane
10.
in the pit lane.
Yeah. The first pit stop for the...
Look at that, 67. They're not, they can run the fuel tank twice before they actually need to fill up on fuel.
Yeah, they can do 3 stints.
Yeah, actually, you're right, they can do 3.
That's a third of the fuel tank only used so far.
They can do the entire race on 1 tank of fuel. Because that's just at the 20, we're just now getting to the 30-minute mark here in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That tank can do the full race.
You're already a third in the race so far.
Stealing probably has to go in here soon.
Yeah, fronters in the NSX are starting to go.
Let's see Here, Ruffia's. Yeah, those tires are looking very good on the cars behind. Both the
And
hard
it's
runners or the hard runners are having a good time on tire wear.
yeah.
Same with Confi, seems to be having a good time on those softs they're not wearing, and then Q wearing very fuel efficient car,
Yeah.
but tire wear doesn't seem to be on the same level as the fuel.
Well, the front aero damage certainly doesn't help.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. No inside move on. It's a clean inside move on Confi, but Confi's gonna have the rundown now.
And look, we can see just behind on the shot the Team Trust Issues Cappuccino going to almost put them a lap down.
Oh, yes. Comfy little bump on inside of Thank You, sends him wide. Thank You is gonna have that inside for the next corner though. Side by side.
They're still side by side entering the
Comfy pulls
next
out
corner.
ahead. Let's see here. Any car is that NSX is one click away from having a dead left front.
Yeah. Looks like it is the tire that's struggling the most on most of the cars so far. And Tin is continuing on, but he's entering the last 10 liters of his tank. He's definitely going to have to refuel. And I think that's where Zenkyu right now in P7 can maybe gain a few positions on the long run, as he can almost probably do a second stint on that fuel tank alone.
Yep. Blue flag. Now the NSX is being blue flagged. Gar's about to lap the entire field here soon.
Yeah.
Not well, all except the other K car, but
But the state of the rear tires on that Cappuccino is
yeah, they're getting
quite
there.
concerning.
They are getting there. But that car is looking, it uses the rear tires a lot more than the fronts. It's interesting to see the balance of
Yeah,
cars.
it looks like the weight is more on the rear.
Yeah, especially when they have that rear wing. They have that added downforce in the rear. They are going.
And they are diving into the pit lane. And so does Tinen.
Yeah,
The
he
first
had
of
to
the
with
hard
that front.
runners to pit.
Sampa up to really close. He's closing the gap to that M3. His fuel is not looking good though.
Yeah, the Cappuccino might have to refuel on the second stint. That's where chicane can maybe do the difference.
Jersey still ahead by not a lot after the pit stop.
And well, Tinnen's lost a lot of time compared to Mega L. He was
Yep,
ahead before the
all the
pit
way.
sequence, and
Yeah.
now he's like
Megal's been running a few 210s.
25 seconds behind.
Yeah, Megal has been running 2-minute 10s now for the last 3 laps. Steelin had a long outlet, 313.
Chicane with the fastest lap, 2:01.601.
He is really pushing that car right now. Fastest from Gersa is a 202.3. There's a big time difference right now.
Yep. And Sampa's gonna dive into the pits. Look at the fuel consumption.
Yeah.
He's going to have to refuel probably twice.
Yes, that is the 37-minute mark. They're not quite halfway, so at some point there needs to be a splash and dash for that car. There's one thing I realized I haven't heard many people do this race though, and that's honking their horns.
Yeah.
I haven't actually heard anyone do it, which is actually surprising because they're all road cars.
Probably to avoid any interference with the other driver's focus.
Yeah, at the same time though, is it a distraction? Could you use it as a
Maybe.
distraction? I, I, I would find that funny if someone used the horn as an advantage.
And Sampa managed to... No, he didn't.
Tinian
But
finally
he's
trying to...
really closer to Tinnen than he was.
Yeah, with
Before
that pit stop, he's now
window.
right on him. He took just over 75% fuel. Tinian took a full tank.
I think maybe the next one that could enter the pits is ZenQ.
Yes, those tires are starting to look on the bad, on the
But
worser side of
he
things.
won't have to put that much fuel to do a second stint.
Yeah, no, he's been going for almost 40 minutes now. He might be aiming for that one stop at the 45-minute mark. Yeah, because he's staying out, so
And I think that's what he's looking for.
which means he would have to do 2 more laps if he wants to reach that 45-minute mark. It's getting...
The speed difference is massive.
Yeah, that K car is ridiculous. Overtaking Copy as well.
Jailbird fighting each other.
Yep, Samp and Jailbird. But Tinian's been now being able to run away with it. getting caught up on the straight though. Uh, that NRI seems to be a lot faster on the straight.
Yeah.
Also left Jailburn in the dust on that one straight.
6 entire seconds.
Let's see what's happening up the grid. That R32 is almost back to needing another pit stop again. But it's already back to being a lot of tire wear. Up the roads, anyone is starting to get down on fuel.
Maybe the
Seems
Scooter
to be.
Goldsworth and the Écurie Pambron.
Yeah, that M3, the V6 Clio, and then Senkyu's actually a lot better on fuel.
Yeah, that's where maybe those two cars are going to lose a lot of time
Yeah, that
in their pit
Clio's good in the
strategy.
cornering, but the fuel doesn't seem to be the best. But M3 actually has more fuel because the Clio's into the red.
Yeah, but only just.
Yep, just into the red. Beat with another half-second penalty.
Yeah. And the gap between the two leaders is now 7.5 seconds. As the Beetle is going to get their second lap down.
Ah yes, they're on the Beetle. And then chicane serving as penalty.
Comfy is going to be the next one to dive into the pits. He's got not that much fuel remaining.
Yeah, that Clio might be looking for another lap if possible, but that fuel looks to be maybe just under of what they need. They're staying out. They're going for one more lap.
Yeah, they're going for the one-stop strategy, I think.
Yes, that you should be able to reach it at this point. It's the same. Yep, M3
So
is
the
just into the
Zenkyu,
red.
yeah, those three cars are going to
is...
pit around at the same lap, I think.
Yeah, Senkyu, luckily enough, is not going to need as much fuel as other ones.
Yeah, Comfy and Zenkyu are going to pit on this lap, I think. Oh, there's yellow flags in Sector 1. Someone might have gone off. Oh, there's damage for chicane.
Yeah,
Front damage for chicane. He's lost a lot of time now, being
yeah, that's the gap's now
20
up
and
to
a half
20.
seconds behind. Might have been some issues with getting through the road car class cars.
It's we'll see how much top end chicane is losing when they get to the straight. Confi about to lap our player for the first time, I think.
Yeah.
But time to see the chicane.
Well, it's not going to be a lap down for long.
Let's see how much top end has chicane lost. See chicane. Oh, chicane is struggling.
Yeah.
That front end damage has really slowed him down.
And Comfy dives into the pit lane. Total thank you.
Yeah,
But
Senki needed
look
with
at
that
the
front tire wear.
difference in fuel consumption.
Oh
1
yeah.
liter remaining against 23.
Yeah, Senku is gonna need just over 75 liters to complete this race. It's not even 75, he's going to probably take just under it. Let's see here, Comfy taking...
Who's going to exit the pits in first?
I feel like our Senku might have an advantage here. He can... Yep, Senku's
And
be
yeah,
out of...
Zenkyu is exiting the pits.
Comfy's gonna be right behind him. Senku's overtaking Comfy in the pit lane. 82% fuel, that is... a lot more than they need.
And Jailbird also comes into the pits.
That's an interesting stop, but he's just going for the half. Because he could have definitely done more laps. Girsa with a 201.8.
Yeah, personal best.
Trying to push for that fastest lap, I feel like.
And Gold and Rufus into the pits.
2 liters left. Yeah, he needed to go in on a lap. Let's look at the rest of the grid. Mega L is going to have to go in.
Mega is going to enter the pits as well.
Yes, he is low on fuel. With a fuel-hungry car. Yep, Mega L is in. Tinian is just about to go into the tunnel. With Sampa right behind him. Sampa's tires are looking better, but he's worse on fuel. Indian topping out at around 130, while Sampa is going about 5 miles an hour quicker.
And I think Zenkyu managed to get ahead of... Yeah, he managed to get ahead of Rufus in the pits lane. In the pits. In the pit strategy.
Confi as well. Rufus now has a lot to do if he wants those 2 positions back.
And Tony is in the pits.
Yeah, Tony Redgrave. Yeah, fuel low. He also finally gets a chance to fix damage. Which he must have done before, because he had left front damage, if I remember as well.
Nah, actually the suspension damages get automatically fixed when you enter the pits.
Ah.
It's normal in the game.
If the Jailbird in 10th has second penalty, and then our player just out here driving for fun.
Yeah.
Not much else you can do. Because that has a big car behind him.
But I think the two cars ahead of the two cars leading the road car class still have to do like one stop. They
Yes.
still have one stop to do.
There is a few cars I think will make it to the end, and that will be the Senq MX-5. That thing is most likely gonna make it to the end. He's gone for the one stop.
Yeah, I
Comfy's
think
also gone for the
Zenq,
one stop.
Comfy, Rufus,
Yeah, Ruff is also going for
Jaybird,
the one.
Redgrave, they're all going to do the one stop.
Yes, the one that has to do probably 2 more stops is the Mega L car.
Yeah. And Chicane is about to enter the pits, I think. For another really quick
Yeah, they're gonna have
stop.
to. Those tires are not happy right now.
And yeah, Chicane is in the pits.
Kane is in. He has more than enough fuel now to make it. He's used less fuel in that second part.
Yeah.
Because he's been able to save about 4 liters of fuel. So he's comfortably making it now to the end.
And Zenq again a penalty on the chicane at the exit of the tunnel.
Sampa on the rear of that NSX. He's trying to close the gap.
In that battle for net P3 right now.
Yeah. Sampa is really giving him a proper race right now for it.
He's really trying to make the NSX push a bit more than what it's supposed to get it more to through its tires.
Yeah, Sampa's still really pushing for that third place.
Yeah. Look at this, we're going to maybe have a battle for P6 going to start. Rafa's comfy. That also gives a bit of a breathing room, a bit more of a breathing room for the number 61 car. Already
Yeah.
3 seconds ahead of the Clio.
But Confi is not getting to have that big the 3-second gap. Rufus Goldstriff is really pushing it behind, trying to get that gap down.
Yeah. And Jailbird goes again into the pits for damage, I think. Yeah, looks like it.
Jailbird in the pits. Front end damage.
Yeah. For damage repair. As meanwhile, the one that has made the longest stint of the bunch, our player, 24 laps before going into the pit lane. That
Our
is
player's
really
in.
good.
That left rear on that.
Yeah, the left rear is completely gone. That's the issue with a car that has pretty much all the weight on the rear axle.
Look at those amazing pit crew man though with the tires.
Yeah.
Chicane has pushed the lap even further. It's now at a 201.442.
1442, yeah. He's trying to push to try to gain a bit of time when Is going to enter the pits and where she's going to have to refuel for the second stop of their race.
Let's
Meanwhile, the
see
battle
here.
for P6 is still going on.
Yep, Rufus closed the gap down. He's on gas inside. Late lunge.
But
It's gonna make the
Zen
move
still
stick.
have the advantage. And
Confi
he's
has so much
increasing the
more
gap.
grip.
5.3 seconds now.
Yeah.
And
It's
also just did his best lap of the race in a 2 minutes 11.5.
yep, and then we have Chicane who is on a different planet right now.
Yeah, 2 minutes point 376.
He is pushing like a madman. 1 minute behind. There's a Gersa reeling me, and he's going faster. He's up by another 0.148.
Yeah. Or I think Tin is fine. We'll enter the pit lane in a few laps. Look at the state of these front tires
Where?
on the NSX.
Oh yes, he's been. Yeah, Sampa's been pushing now for the last few laps, so he's been having to use a lot more of that car than he was having before. But Sampa knows exactly what he's doing. Just staying behind, putting the pressure on,
Yeah,
making
I think
Tinian
that's
use
the
more.
good strategy to do because while doing that, he makes the NSX push more on the tires, but by
Yep,
staying behind, he also uses the draft to save fuel. So that's a win-win for him.
he also looks like he's been saving a bit of fuel. He's looking closer on fuel than he was before. It's the fight of the two
And
hard
Comfy
compound
with a half a
runners.
second penalty.
Yeah, but he now actually has a gap between them, so
Yeah, 2.3 seconds when he's going to use the penalty.
it's
To
gonna
serve that
close
penalty,
down.
he's going to lose a second or so.
Yes, about a second is what you lose from that. But yeah, Sampa is back on his bumper again, making Tinian really think about what he's doing and how he's using the tires. Sampa sends it around the outside. Not enough grip out there. Has to settle back in behind. Tinian looks like he's gonna have
And
to box, and Gerse is in the pit
Gerza
lane.
dives into the pits.
A
All
lot of
tires
rear
and
tire
fuel.
wear. Yeah, needs not even half a tank of fuel. I don't think. Because I've been...
Yeah, probably like 45% of fuel maybe. And yeah, Tin is in the pits as well with the Honda. But the question is,
Tinian is in.
will Giza manage to stay ahead of Chicane?
Yes, a pit stop is nowhere near. So we will see as soon as he's back out on track, we'll see what the gap comes
Is she
down
gonna
to.
be able to stay ahead? And I
That
think
gap
she does.
is a lot closer now than a full minute, but
Six
that is
seconds.
close. That is 5 seconds and still going down.
Yep, but
Ready for it to
she managed
settle.
to keep the lead.
4 seconds. Gap has settled. It's a around 4 second gap.
Ruff has managed to overtake Comfy so far, but Comfy came back around the outside. And regaining a position, but Ruffus might do the switchback. Oh, there's
Ooh,
contact!
that's big tank slapper from Rufus. Still fighting for it though. Inside.
Oh, they still are
Making Comfy
banging
take the long
doors.
way. Comfy has the inside. Rufus has to go for the switchback here.
Still
Comfy
banging
seems.
doors, but so far he's keeping ahead. And that's another time penalty
Rufus,
for
yeah, Rufus getting
track
on the
cutting
straight.
for Zenq, car number 61. And also for chicane, car number 621. Dampa entering the last 10 liters of his tank.
Comfy is
And
still having to
Rufus
fight.
finally managed to make the overtake done on Comfy.
Yeah, putting a bit of a gap between himself. Over a 1 second gap. That's straight line speed for you. Gears are getting back past again now after the pit stop. With chicane with a 1 second penalty.
Yikes, yeah. Track limits are really hitting hard in this race.
Sampa, if his fuel is going into their low reds.
Yeah.
Thank you with half-second penalty, but he is going to the end.
And some are going to dive into the pit lane. What is going to be their final stop?
Yep. Sampa's in the pit.
And some are just going to go for refueling on this final run.
Thank you's gonna be getting chased down by Rufus.
Yeah, already 6.2 seconds splitting the two cars, and he has to light the K cars up.
Chicane 4 seconds back from Gersa. I wonder if he can make it. Chicane looks like he has another pit stop he has to do.
Yeah, looks like it.
Senku looking good on his third right now. Fuel to the end. Tires could be the one issue. 20
Yeah,
minutes left. Around
it
20.
could be what's going to make the difference, I think.
Yeah, those tires. I
Because
wonder if
he's
they can
clearly
last
losing
21
2 seconds
minutes.
a lap.
Rufus is pushing behind. He has fuel and probably tires to the end because those are hard compounds. Hunphy has fallen back
And a
between.
penalty for Zenkyu.
That's not what he needed. Not a 1 second penalty. That's a big one.
And Mega is going to enter for his final stop. The R32 clearly struggling a lot with the tires and with the fuel. Being
Yeah,
the
they're
one that
back
is,
in again.
yeah,
This
they are
should be their final stop, though.
they are clearly the ones that have spent the most time in the pit lane.
Yep. See, Tony Redgrave getting blue flag. Guessing that's Chicane and Gersa.
I think that's chicane.
Gersa's the one first to lap him.
The two rotary powered cars of the grid.
Our players still having a fun time in the back. Donor Redgrave seems to be moving out the way for him.
Yeah.
It's nice of him. .6 separating the top two.
Yeah, Chicane might have to enter the pits. Look at the fuel and the tires.
Going for one more lap.
And the gap for the battle for third is 4 seconds now.
Yeah, Rufus' Goldstripe is closing down the gap to Thank You.
.211.8 on the last lap for Rufus. 2:14.1 for Thank You.
That's a slow lap. At 2:14. Not gonna cut it when you have a guy chasing you doing 2:11.8s. But looking at Thank You's tires, it's interesting. It's the biggest thing is, can he make it to then, or does he have to stop for just a set of tires again?
I mean, he did the entire first half of the race on the original tires. So, I mean, that's clearly possible.
The gap is now down to a 2.8.
8 seconds.
It's gonna close down on this little speed here.
And we have the battle for 6. Battle of the hard runners. Number against Tinin. Mazda versus Honda. And Chicane dives into the pit lane. With 3 completely dead tires. Yeah, he clearly pushed way too hard on the
Oh
second
my. Look at the tires of that Honda Beat. 3 of the tires are completely done.
Yeah. He's getting out just behind Comfy and the Clio V6. NRA versus NSX Bell. The NRA still has a top speed advantage compared to the Honda.
Tinian has got back up again.
The Honda seems to do good on the corners, but has just a few kilometers an hour down on the front straightaway.
Ah yes, Sampa has stopped as well, right.
Yeah.
That fight is still on for P6. Confi is up the road, should maybe make it to the end with that front left tire. It's gonna be close. 14.5 minutes left of stint 1. Gap between Senkyu and Rufus is within 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Any
The
mistake
last
from any of the two
15
drivers,
minutes of the race. Blue
any
flags are
mistake here
out.
is gonna put this gap a lot closer. chicane is lapping once again. The gap is closed down, 0.6, 0.7.
Yeah.
It's a bit widening when you're in the downhill section.
But the second sector is where the MX-5 just gains the most on the
Yeah,
BMW.
but if he can stay within that 1.3 second area, when they get on that main straight, he has an opportunity.
But Ruffus has to go through Jailbird,
Yeah,
which might
it's
leave a bit
unlucky
of a
time.
breathing room to
Yeah, it's an unlucky
potentially
timing here.
pass them.
Because he has to compromise his line through the tunnel. Which he did, but giving him the Jailbird's giving him the dirty air here. That's not. Let's see, can Rufus do anything? A 3-second gap. Is there anything he can do to close that gap down to thank you? Oh, taking a look back, Sampa and Tinin is closing that gap down to 2/10.
Yeah.
Down in the ones. Bumper to bumper going into the tunnel at the end of that bridge.
But the Finnish driver is going to have the advantage of the racing line.
Being able to keep him behind. They're gonna get on the straight, and I think Sampa's gonna be able to pull it.
Oh,
That's half
Sampa
second penalty.
penalty!
That's not a good timing. He does not have the gap
That's
to have a
clearly not
penalty.
what he wanted.
Yeah, he does not have the gap to afford a penalty right now.
Oh, Rafa's gonna lose again a bit of time stuck behind the slower cars.
Yeah, Rufus has now, the gap is out to almost 5 seconds. Unlucky with some lap traffic up there. Sankyu's front left is not looking good. And 9.5 minutes left, and that front left, it's gonna
I
be
think it
close.
can keep up. I think it can. I think it can keep. I think it can. Yeah, I think it can stay. Yeah. It can clearly hold on.
The gap goes down back down to 3 seconds on one straight. Tinin got past with the penalty that Sampa deserved.
Yeah.
Tire wise, Sampa's looking a lot better.
And both tires and fuel.
See if Sampa can do anything at the end of the straight. See, Sampa has the speed and the slipstream.
10 kilometers an hour of difference.
Right
Is it going to be
on the
enough?
outside.
It's still on the inside line.
He's gonna be open for the move then. He has had to take a tighter line to compromise his exit.
And so far, the Honda still is ahead. Gap
Sampa
is still
can.
going to run around 4 seconds for the battle for P3.
Yeah, that Senku's able to keep that 4 seconds around 3.5 up to around 4 second gap. Confi 11.5 back on Rufus. Just in a big open space. Nobody close in front and nobody close behind. So Confi is really comfortable right now with that placement. Let's see, can Zampa do anything this time? 1 second gap.
I think it's a bit too far to
Could potentially
try
be.
something on the slipstream.
Close it by 4:10 so far.
Yeah.
Half a second behind, he's within striking range.
I don't know, I think he's
A
still a
little
bit
bit
too
too far back.
Well, the gap for
10
the
is
battle for
wide.
P3 is still 3 seconds. But now, Zenku is losing less than a second a lap.
Senkyu's front left is not looking good.
Yeah, but we have like
6
2 or
minutes
3
left.
laps remaining. Yeah, 3 laps
There's
to
3
go.
laps remaining. He has to
The
hope that
tire
tire can
can
hang
clearly
on.
hold on. The tire can clearly hold on.
It's getting close. Rufus doesn't need to be making too much progress. He might just be settling back down and just trying to just keep this place.
The gap now 2.2 seconds. That's still around half a second lost to Ruffus on this lap. He might be able to hold on P3.
Rufus closed the gap down again on the straight, but he's just gonna be.
And Sampa going to take P6 on the front straight away.
Yeah, got within that striking distance. The speed difference in those two cars is what's keeping Sampa within this. Let's look at tires and fuel. Gears 25 seconds after road. From chicane. Doesn't give us a lap, doesn't give us a time between Sankyu and chicane though.
Yeah, as the gap is
It's about,
around
yeah,
around 2 laps.
yeah, around 5 minutes. Around 5 minutes
Yeah,
and 10
5 minutes and
seconds.
10 seconds.
That is quite ridiculous when you're thinking that all of these are road cars.
Mm.
And no one, well, one person is in an actual race car.
And that being Simba.
Nah, Jailbird. Jailbird is in the touring car.
That's true, but I mean the
To be fair,
NRA
yeah, the
MX-5 is
NRA,
also technically a race car.
yeah, they use that thing like that, with just that as a race car in real life, so. See, does the NSX, can NSX do
So
anything? No.
gap is now 1.8,
Gap is
but
getting
I think
close,
we are entering the
1.2.
final lap.
That front left can go at any time during this lap for Senku. This is gonna be close. If that left front goes, he's gonna be struggling. That could give Rufus the chance he needs to finish ahead on track for Stint 1.
Oh, it's gone off.
Girsa is going to cross the line on lap 41.
And
And start lap
that
42.
might be
There's
the
gonna be,
final lap chicane with a 1.5 second penalty, by the way. And that's a half-second penalty for Thank you. He might have just thrown away the podium chances.
right, for at least on track position for Stint 1. Chicane with the 1.5. Know what you want. I've just realized now what lap time Chicane did a bit ago.
Yeah, 2 minutes 807 and a 58.2.
Yes, a 158.253. Look at those tires, though. He is sending that car everywhere.
Yeah, and Thank you is the second time penalty is going to
Now
look
this is
like
going to be
one
one
and a half.
sketchy lap. Senku is gonna lose that position. Rufus is just gonna take off with it now.
Yeah, he's gonna lose. He's lost maybe 2 seconds.
That is going to be tricky for Chicane. That is gonna be so slick in the rear.
Yeah, because both rear tires are completely gone.
So that's gonna be a very tricky situation. Put him in for the final part now. As Girsa is going to get one more lap in. Pretty sure. Yeah, Girsa is on a 125
Yeah,
right
I
now with
think
a.
so. Yeah, I think yeah.
So Girsa is going to start lap 43, unless they slow down and intentionally wait. But they're about 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think she's gonna do an extra lap.
Rufus is
I
taking
think.
off with it, 2.4 seconds. RxNQ's front left tire is dead completely. Confies are holding on. Sampa is being able to keep around a gap right now, back to Tinin. But Tinin is
Yeah,
gonna have a
7
big run
tenths.
here. Tinin is gonna have a run. He has the
Yeah, he
slipstream,
clearly
but can he
doesn't
utilize
have
it?
as much speed or tires.
Yeah, his front left is going to go down on this next lap. Well, this is final lap.
Yeah, we have clearly entered the final lap of this race.
Yep, across the line, Sampa is going to be P6 on track, Tinin P7 on track.
Chicane going to finish in second.
Yep, Chicane's second on track, 26.9 behind Girza. Mega L across the line.
It's gonna be in P8.
And then we have Tony Redgrave. Who's going to crossing the line first, though? I think it will be. It's gonna be Rufus.
Yeah, definitely 3 seconds in the lead.
Unfortunately, those tires for Senku could not hold out to them. So that
Yeah,
front left going for him has not helped, and look at his fuel. He's, both Rufus and Senku are both barely gonna make it to the line. I'm guessing it's mix 6 for the both of them right now. because those fuel tanks are not looking happy. Rufus over the line, on track P3, P4 for St. Q. Girsa across the line for lap 43. And Comfy across the line for on track P5 in stint 1. See anyone else on track that's not. Tony Redgrave on track for P9. Jailbird behind, completely out of fuel. Jailbird is out of fuel. Across the line. That's a good starting stint for that team. Having taken the first, and they now have about, what was it, around 22-second gap back
22-second lead, yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't see it because they got one more lap in than everyone else on this grid.
Yeah. We're gonna say it was 22 seconds.
Yes.
Well, it's going to be time for me to on to the second lobby. Oh wait, it's Jailbird that's going to do the lobby. As there is going to be a 30-minute break in the half of the race.
Yes.
Right, I'm gonna go on the track for me. So, are you here, the keys?